Hey Disney fam, welcome to this installment of our From the Vault Halloween series. This was actually from our Halloween episode last year, so we hope you find our costumes delightful, as well as the story of how the seemingly innocent Snow White attraction made the child version of me pee my pants. Enjoy! Alright, so I'm doing a little something weird for this little Halloweeny, but it's kind of funny for Tomorrowland because I've actually done this ride before.
Wait, you're doing something that's Halloween-y after we spent an entire month with me being spooky and you going in a complete opposite direction.
You're going to say, oh, that's not really Halloween, so it's not really that Halloween-y. But the only reason I'm talking about it now is because this is something that actually made an impression on me when I was little because it scared the crap out of me.
Okay.
All right.
Let's hear it, Russell.
And I've ridden this ride, although the reason it's in Tomorrowland is because the only way I get to ride it again is if I go to Disneyland and ride it, because it's no longer at the Magic Kingdom. So I'm looking forward to one day getting to ride this ride again at Disneyland. There's another ride there too that may be a future Tomorrowland also that used to be at Magic Kingdom that's still open there.
Okay, the suspense is killing me.
Snow White Scary Adventures. You ever ridden it?
This scared the crap out of you as a child.
Oh my gosh, man! I know the very moment that I peed a little.
No,
yeah.
Really? How old were you?
I was little. I mean, I was
10.
All right, I was 15, but no, I was probably 5 or 6.
Okay, all right. Well, tell us about it. So wait, so they moved the whole ride to Disneyland?
No. This thing has been at Disneyland since the day Disneyland opened. This thing is 65 years old.
It
used to be at Magic Kingdom,
and they just closed it.
And they closed it down.
And so why did they close it? Is this part of your?
It's where Princess Fairy Tale Hall is now.
Oh, they closed it because nobody was riding it, and they had something better.
I don't think so. I think
that's why they close rides.
Well,
I'm going to go ahead and make some enemies here, too, but it's why they auto-close the Country Bear Jamboree.
Yeah, you made one enemy. You certainly made one enemy for sure.
The Country Bear Jamboree is in need of a massive overhaul. And every time we've gone in there, it's me and you and maybe one other person.
That's not true. So
it's totally true.
It's not true.
It is true because
you better get off the Country Bears.
Nobody's going to the Country Bear Jamboree.
Lock it up. We'll talk about the country. We'll talk. This conversation is not over, though. I'll tell you that much. So the Snow White. I thought you'd love this because Snow never gets any credit or any appearances.
Well, exactly, and that's why they closed her ride down.
So
Snow is the most underseen princess, I believe, out there.
Maybe so. It's just a slow ride, dark ride. It's on it's old-fashioned tracks. It's not like the new slick, trackless rides inside. This is definitely on a track. It uses some old, technology. Doors obviously opening in front of you and everything. It was really originally called Snow White and Her Adventures, but they've changed the names of these things over and over again. There's a version at Disneyland or Tokyo Disneyland and in Paris of these.
Really?
Yep. And so for years, guests would wonder why they never saw Snow in the ride. And you would, of course, say it was because they hate Snow White. But the idea for this ride was originally that you're Snow White and everything that you're experiencing is happening to you as Snow White in the ride.
Oh, my goodness. That's complete symbolic annihilation of Snow White.
Oh, my gosh.
I mean, she gets no credit in the parks. She's hardly ever in, like, if you buy a Prince's pack of little people or whatever, Snow is hardly ever in there.
We're seeing her much more these days.
Very difficult to find Snow paraphernalia.
It is.
And so then on her very own ride, they say, you know what, let's not actually include Snow.
But wait, in 1983, Disneyland overhauled all of Fantasyland. And with that, they overhauled a lot of the rides so that the rides would then include the characters that those rides were about. So now you can see her once in the ride.
So the implication there is that there were other rides that didn't include characters that the ride was about. Mm-hmm. Do you have an example?
I don't.
Exactly. I'm willing to bet it's only Snow. She's the only one.
Well, now you can see her once.
Oh, for the love.
The outer facade, it currently looks like Evil Queen's castle. And so, like, there's no reason to really see snow in the outer facade at all. Although they say that there's a window upstairs where if you sit and watch, you'll see the Evil Queen tilt the curtains back and look out at you. Huh. Yep. It was set to close on January 6th this year, not for pandemic, but to have another major overhaul.
Yeah, probably did.
And so...
I bet they put 2 snows in there.
They might. The Magic Kingdom version was very similar. It's supposed to make guests feel like they were Snow White. They overhauled it in 1994. Get this, to make it less scary. That's the one I rode.
Well, I mean, I got to tell you, the that other one, the Lilo and Stitch ride in Tomorrowland, scared the crap out of me.
Oh.
There are some scary things at Disney.
Well, I mean, it was even scarier before that.
Okay, so snow's
so the whole idea, this is a mine car ride. So in all of the versions of this, right, but it's on a slow track, you're in a mine car. All the versions of this have the same sort of scenes there and themes. Okay, there's usually a scene in the dwarf's cottage. There's usually a scene in the dark forest. There's usually a scene or two in the Evil Queen's castle or dungeon. Usually something in the mine shaft, like where all the diamond mine, right? And so there's usually all those themes, okay? Depending on which one you're going through, they may switch up the order that they're in. And some of the technology is a little bit different. Okay. The witch, like when she turns into a hag, she's much scarier. She was designed much scarier in the one in Magic Kingdom because it was built so much later than the one in Disneyland.
Is that what scared you? The hag?
There's a scene in all of them where you ride up to a cauldron and she's standing in front of the cauldron. You can see her reflection in the mirror on the other side of the cauldron.
Hag.
She's the Evil Queen.
Okay.
And then right as you get up to her, she flips around and she's turned into the hag. Like right in front of your eyes, and that's when I peed a little bit. And so the other theme here is that you see the old hag a lot throughout the ride, the rest of the ride, whether you're going through the forest or a dungeon or even the dwarf's cottage or whatever. The idea is she's constantly trying to hand you the poison apple.
Okay.
And eventually she gives up on that and just tries to straight up murder you. Yeah. By the one in Disneyland, she tries to drop a boulder on your head.
Wow.
The one in the Magic Kingdom, according to the Imagineers, she does kill you. You're in a diamond mine in the last scene, and she's trying to drop a big, huge, like, jewel on your head. And the very next scene is you go into a pitch dark room where it's all these flashing strobes, and you hear her evil laughter like, yes, I just killed them.
So the point is to show that the witch tried to kill Snow outside of just the apple situation.
Yeah.
Like, eventually, Snow had been escaping this witch for a long time.
I guess, or at least in this ride. I mean, eventually, Snow did eat the apple and fell into a deep sleep and had to be, you know.
She didn't die.
No, she woke up by True Love's kiss, right? What happens.
I would just say I'm glad at Magic Kingdom then that they went with the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train instead of some kind of a scary situation. But don't you think now that it's interesting they didn't call it Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train?
Sure. But it was never her mine or her mine train. But it was always their mine.
But Snow at least is in there, right? She's dancing.
She is in there. She's in the cottage, yeah.
But I'm just saying, again, symbolic annihilation, Snow is not even her name.
What's her name?
She's not. Her name is not in the ride.
No, it's not.
Right? So you took away the ride that had her name, and now you've replaced it with a ride that's all about the dwarves. There is an actual Snow in that ride, but the ride is completely about the dwarves. Let's make the ride about 7 little men and take out the entire star.
Oh, goodness gracious.
I'm feeling it tonight.
I see.
Edna Mode is feeling it.
They had to change the one, and they had to stop letting the witch give out an apple on the ride in Disneyland, because on grad night when all the kids would come to the park, they'd literally take that apple out of her hand and they'd have to keep replacing the apple. So the witch would turn around, she'd be like this, and some kid would snatch the apple out of her hand.
I mean, that seems like a problem that super glue could solve.
Well, they solved it with like mirrors to create an image of an apple.
A faux apple.
And so when people try to grab it, their hand would go right through the apple. We hope you enjoyed this look back in time. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell. And please follow us on all the other socials at SCFADP. And lastly, check out our weekly podcast available every Monday morning wherever you get your podcasts. That's all for now, but as always, see you real soon.